Welcome to Smart Business Show. Today we're going to talk about what is the best way to find clients for your freelance business. Now, especially when you're starting out, or not especially when you're starting out, but when you're starting out, when there's been changes in your market, it can be really hard to find clients so that you can have a profitable business. The big thing when you're starting out is you just don't even know where to start. And when there's a change in your business or in the market as a whole, it's hard to change what's been working because it's worked and you have faith in it for some reason and move that over to what's working now. So today we're going to talk about some of the best ways and some of the starting steps you need to take if you want to be able to find clients as a freelancer. And the first question to ask yourself, the first set of questions is really stuff like, who do you want to serve? Who is your ideal client? What types of projects do you bring the most value to? We're going to start here because only where we bring the most value can we actually really have clients and build good clients that want to come back to us. Great site to start to examine some of these things and how our clients talk about the problems. Hopefully you've talked to some clients and you know how they voice the problem that they have. And when you ask them how you serve them the best, they hopefully have an answer for you. But another good site to look at is Quora, and looking through some of your niches and some of your stuff like that, looking at the questions that people ask because they probably searched for them online and didn't find anything they liked. Then went to Quora to ask the question in the way that they wanted to phrase it. So that's a good idea as you're building your marketing, to use Quora, to use other question and answer sites to really dig into how your clients, how your prospects are talking about the problems that they have. Number two is, where are they? And so where are your clients going to be? It's another good question to ask. Are they going to be on Facebook groups? Are they going to be in forums? Do you need to do local networking for it? And those, you need to be able to go to speak to these clients. If you're looking at, say, a local-based business and you want to talk to restaurants, well, where are the restaurants meeting? How do you get to meet the restaurant owners locally? Do you need to go to your business bureau, your Better Business Bureau? Do you need to go to what type of thing? In my local town, there's Creative Thursdays. That's the third Thursday of every month. They run a creative event, and I go to that. And the third Wednesdays of every month, there's more of a developer-focused event that I go to as well. That's where some of my clients are for my coaching business, and that's where I go when I go to meet them. I get invited out of that to speak at local events and other stuff like that to continue to build up my name in my local area. Online, I do writing, but I do podcasts, I do other stuff like that to make sure that I try to get on the radar of many freelancers, of many people trying to start their business. Also, because I like to focus on dads more often and help them run a better business so that they can hang out with their kids more. You'll also find me in some, not Facebook groups. I tried a few of those and they were just way too busy for me. You find me commenting on dad-focused blogs, on stuff like that, where I'm trying to find the posts that really tie up with what I would help people with, and I offer good advice and just leave my link in my author. That's it. I don't try to say, hey, I've written this big thing and you need to come look at that, because I don't want to be spammy. Next thing you need to do is make sure you have a good follow-up process, because once you make contact with any prospect, you need to make sure that you continue to follow up with them. If you don't follow up with them, then you're just going to lose them. I have numerous people that I've lost, and I've realized, when I follow up with them 6 months later, like, oh, I forgot we had talked to you, and I found someone else instead, because that other person had a better follow-up process. I've also, followed up with someone a month later, and they said, oh yeah, I forgot about this, we need to do it, and we hopped onto a $20,000 project. So you need to have a good follow-up process. I use my notebook. And in my book, Analog Productivity, I detail my follow-up process, exactly how I do it. And ultimately, it's about building authority. That's what you need to do. Long term, if you want to have a really good, strong business, you need to build authority in your niche. It means for developers, and even for designers, really, contributing to the code projects you like, right? There's lots of developers that want to do it, but designers looking in there at the critical eye design-wise, or if you do accessibility or writing, helping with the copy and getting known by the people wider in your industry, and then writing about it on your site as well. Write about your niche in the words that your prospects use, and write about the problems you solved and why you solved them when you help these other projects. I used to do a lot of stuff with WordPress. I still do some, but that's not for me. That's never WordPress core, because WordPress core there's just a lot of noise in that one for what I'm looking for. So I would work on the membership and the e-commerce plugins only. That's where I would do my work, and that's where I would write about the contributions that I made, because then I'd have clients find them. I have one client who did this. They found a problem I had solved, and I had pushed it up to the main branch of the one plugin that I was working with, and they saw my fix. They actually incorporated the fix early because it was a big problem for them, and then they hired me for like $15,000 worth of work that year and $10,000 worth of work for the next 3 years. So my blog posts were worth it. But because I wrote about it and I talked about the ways I was solving problems for clients and the way I solved that problem for them, that's why they found me, not because I was just out there hoping that the greatness of the universe would help me. So in my upcoming book called The Art of Focus, I have a whole chapter, a whole section really, on how to research your ideas and test them. So if you want to be able to research your freelance niche, if you want to be able to dive into that and test that you're marketing properly and test your traction, make sure you sign up for my email list. It will be in the show notes, and you can sign up for that, and you'll have an opportunity to get my book free. My book, The Art of Focus, free. It's coming out on August 28th, and it will be free for some time there. If you're on the email list, you'll find out about it first, so you can get a free copy. Thanks for watching.